Across Ireland, too many men are dying too young. Fathers, husbands, sons.
For the sun, for the light, for the ride, for the masters.
The vast majority of these deaths are preventable. The impact doesn't stop with men. It ripples through families, communities, across the country.
I'm struggling mentally. Where do I go? Who do I speak to?
I lost my best friend to suicide. Being with the guy an hour and a half before he took his own life, I never ever would have thought that person would have done what he did.
Men are struggling to get their own identity. And what they're lacking is a good, positive role models that can hold their hands, walk with them, and show them exactly what being a man in this current society is.
I think there's this perception that the other guy in the room doesn't want to listen to your problem, but he probably would be there for you. It's just this kind of invisible barrier that's stopping people from having those conversations.
Men's health affects us all. In 2009, Ireland became the first country in the world to introduce a men's health policy that has since inspired other countries to do the same.
I worked with men all my life, and the one thing I miss about work was the banter and the bit of crack and the interaction. The shed provides that in buckets.
If you're in the right company, it's like being in a session of music. I think there's vibrations going on there and there's a connection. You speak your mind and that helps.
Those small private conversations build and become more and more public until we're at a point where it's not a hush-hush topic.
Hey, day lasts forever.
We want everybody to have the best cancer cure results, which is something we can achieve with prostate cancer. But then we want to make sure that the effects of the treatment are minimized and that the patients are helped through their recovery, because for a lot of men, it's that recovery from their treatment is the most meaningful thing in their lives.
There's an opportunity of a goal for Dublin! Cillian O'Gara!
You can be a world champion or you could win an All-Ireland, but you could still be struggling. I think it's normalising that conversation with them.
Yeah, I feel good. Didn't get the demo frame yet.
It's given him an outlet to come and talk to guys who maybe he wouldn't normally get a chance to talk to. Plus it's given him the opportunity just to get some exercise. I hope I'm just doing that myself when I'm getting his age as well, you know.
It's rewarding with the day-to-day running the farm. You're walking the fields, but like talking to people or seeing people, you're isolated, like you're pretty much on your own.
By highlighting it and actually talking about it, it makes it easier for others to do the same.
And looking at how farmers learn, then using informal settings to pass this knowledge about the farmers' health and well-being.
We need to try and understand better how are young boys learning to be men, what influences them, what shapes their attitudes and outlook in life.
I know they will probably get to a stage where talking to their mom isn't the coolest thing to do. So I try and keep relationships with multiple family members and friends that they know they have lots of people in their corner.
I didn't feel I deserved to be loved, whereas now I take everything I get off my family wholeheartedly. It's the joy of living.
Men come together to create a shed and they will decide the activities. We have the highest number of sheds per capita in the world in Ireland.
Cause this is our heyday, baby, and we're not gonna be afraid to shout, cause we can make a
heyday last forever. That's what it's all about.
Movember is proud to stand alongside partners across sectors who are driving this change. What we found is inspiring and clear. Communities are delivering life-changing support for men, often quietly with modest resources. Now is the time to back what works, to support the people and programs that make a difference, to build systems where men and those around them can live healthier, longer, more connected lives. This is the real face of men's health in Ireland.